We're getting near the end of the year, which means it's a good time for everybody to take a look at the estate planning that they have in place and confirm that it's still an accurate representation of what you want to have happen in the event something that should happen to you. Particularly if you consider yourself a high net worth individual or family, you need to frequently review your setup and make adjustments as necessary. So a few things to take into consideration when doing this type of review. First of all, you want to make sure that the individuals that you have named as trustee, number one, can still serve in those capacities or that capacity, and number two, whether or not that makes sense to have that individual in that position. Particularly when you're dealing with estates that are a significant amount of money, you may want to consider opting for some type of a corporate or advisory type of trustee rather than, say, a family member. Another thing that you can consider is setting up what's called a trust protector. That's an additional layer of security that confirms that the trustee that you've selected is actually operating in the best interest of the beneficiaries and pursuant to what you wanted to do and the language that guides them within the trust. So take a look at who the trustee is, consider use of a trust protector. There are other types of trusts or trust provisions that can be implemented should the situation arise, and what if it's deemed appropriate, like generation skipping trust, things of that nature. Those are all things to consider. The last thing that you should think about is gifting. If you want to start trying to shed some of your estate now, it's important to go through and make a plan as to gifting during your lifetime to confirm that you aren't running up against any type of estate tax or gift tax exemption as you divide up this property or these assets. So those are a few things that you should think about while you're considering your current estate plan. And really, if you're a high net individual, you probably need the assistance of an estate attorney to help guide you through that process to make sure that the things are ending up where you want with a minimal tax implication all around.